All right, ladies and gentlemen, first things first. Good afternoon. It's good to be here with all of you. I hope that you're all doing as well as you possibly can during what is the final week of school. It is technically finals week, a very unconventional finals week, but alas, here we are together one last time. I hope that you're all doing the best that you can under the circumstances, not just for world history, but for your other classes as well. I hope you're also helping out at home with your families, whether it be your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, whoever it is. I hope you're all stepping up and helping up around the house, maybe doing some laundry, maybe even learning how to cook, taking out the trash, learning to be responsible people. I hope that you're all doing that right now as well. So this is going to be my final video of the semester right here. A very unconventional way to end our semester together. If we were in the classroom together this week, it would not be like this at all. It'd be more of a celebration on what would have been a very, very good school year for all of you. In fact, I was going through all of the assignments earlier and all the grades for all of you. So all 159 of you, I went through all of those earlier, and up until the March 17th, which was our last day of school, this was by far one of the strongest academic years I have ever had as a teacher. So kudos to all of you. Kudos to all of you who have kept up with the work over these past 9-10 weeks, however long it's been since we've been out of school. This distance learning thing is extremely difficult. It's difficult for adults, and if it's difficult for adults, it's got to be difficult for young people like all of you. So if you kept up with it, if you found some success during this time, kudos to all of you. That's a big deal right there. And if you feel like that you didn't have as much success during this time period, you know what? Kudos to you as well, because this has been difficult. This has been tough for a lot of you to try to budget time to figure out when to do work when you have responsibilities. I've had students reach out to me and tell me, Donez, I'm doing my work, at 6 o'clock in the morning because I have to watch brothers and sisters throughout the day. Or, hey, Donez, I have one computer in my house and 4 of us need to use it right now. Or some people don't have computers or Wi-Fi. Some people are sick. Some people are caring for people who are sick. And in my honest opinion, I think that stuff is more important to take care of than schoolwork, especially world history schoolwork. So I commend all of you for trying to figure out how to best handle this pandemic. There's no way that we were going to be able to do this on our own. And hopefully we've had someone, or at least you've had someone that you can lean on during these tough times. So at the end of the day, I commend all of you for all of your efforts, whether it's school efforts, whether it's efforts helping out at home, bettering yourselves, whatever it could be. I commend all of you, and you have my respect for the rest of our lives. Again, this is going to be my final video that I send out. You do not have a final for our class. So that final assignment that was sent out last week on globalization, that's going to be the last thing that is put in. As you should remember, with the current high school district grading policy, you're going to be either receiving a P or an NP. A P stands for pass. A NP stands for no pass. So keep an eye out for that. Those should be entered into the grade book by the end of today. And today is May 26th, Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. Also attached with this particular post on Google Classroom is going to be your end of the year letter that I like to give out. So I'm going to minimize me, our end of the year letter right here. Take some time, read that on your own, come back to it. For me personally, like I said, this is one of the strongest years of my teaching career, academically speaking. But I'm also going to say that's one of the strongest years I've ever had in my teaching career as far as like the wonderful personalities I had in our class. I had a wide range of kids this year, so many backgrounds, culturally, religiously, personality-wise. By far one of the most fun years I've ever had as a teacher. And I feel robbed, to be honest, because I didn't get those final 10 weeks with all of you. I those final 10 weeks were really going to solidify the hard work that you were doing since August. Think back to those August days coming into our classroom. Think about where you were as a person, where you were as a student, where you were as a brother, as a sister, as a son, as a daughter, whatever it is. And just to see how much every single one of you has matured and grown up since August, it's the best part of my job. Some of you know this, some of you don't, but sophomores aren't necessarily the most coveted job for teachers. A lot of teachers like to teach seniors and juniors. Sophomores, you guys have a reputation. You guys have a reputation of being difficult, maybe being rude, whatever you want to call it. But I request sophomores every year because it's the biggest jump in maturity from start to finish of all the grades. It's the best part of my school year is seeing how so many of you came in August with that chip on your shoulder, trying to prove how tough you are or trying to prove that you're better or whatever it is. But just to see how all of you have really matured and become better students, become better people, become better citizens, it's by far the best part of the school year, and it applies to all of you. I can think of a handful of us who have gotten better since the beginning of the school year, and again, I commend you for that. I think all of you are set up for such great futures. I think all of you are set up to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. We've had talks before. Some of you have told me your college aspirations. Some of you have told me your career aspirations. Some of you have told me you want to be a great father someday, that you want to be a great mother. Some of you have told me that you will just want to be better than the previous generation that came before you. And I wholeheartedly encourage you all to strive for those goals. First day of school, I had all of you write on the Post-it notes. And you put those Post-it notes up on the window in our classroom. Those Post-it notes are still there. We talked about what motivates you. And you wrote it down on those Post-it notes and you posted it up on the window. Don't lose sight of what motivates you. Don't lose sight of proving your doubters wrong. Don't lose sight of proving to yourself that you can do it. Don't lose sight of the fact that you want to become the first person in your family to go to college, to graduate from college, or maybe you want to be the first person in your family to graduate from high school. Maybe you want to become the first person in your family to have a career. Maybe you want to have children someday. Whatever it is, whatever motivates you, don't lose that, please. Keep that with you for as long as you can. All of us, myself included, but especially you, you're going to endure some tough times in your future, right? Some growing pains, if you will, physical, mentally, emotionally. You're going to go through some things in your life, but never lose sight of why you're on this journey. You're on this journey to better yourself, to make yourself proud, to make your family proud, to make your loved ones proud. And just know that you're always going to have a fan. You're always going to have someone supporting you in me. Whatever it is you do in life, I'm always going to be there, and I'm always going to be your biggest fan, whether you're a junior in high school, a senior in high school, or whether you're 35, 40 years old. I can't wait to be an old man walking down the grocery store aisle one day and me hear, "Hey, donuts," and me turn around and I see one of you and you want to introduce me to your kids. You want to tell me about all the great things that you're doing, because guess what? You're all going to do great things, and you're all going to want to discuss those great things in your future. So, with that being said, the school year we'll never forget, right? I love each and every single one of you, from first period to second period to fifth period to sixth period to seventh period. Every single one of you, all 159 of you, have really, this school year, these classes this year, the 5 classes, all 159 of you, it's going to be really, really difficult in the future to top the greatness that all of you had on a daily basis. I'm going to miss saying good morning or good afternoon to all of you while you walked up the ramp. I'm going to miss blasting my music at random times in our classroom. I'm going to miss those moments that you wanted to come share with me such great news because you did awesome on an exam or you had a home run in baseball, whatever it is. Like I'm just going to miss all of you. And I hope that you achieve everything you want to achieve in your future. So I love all of you. Come by and see me next school year. Come brag to me about all the great things that you're doing. And we'll see you around. Love y'all.